Alright, welcome back. This is for part 2. In part 1 I ran into a little bit of problem with this top push pin. I thought I was going to have to get the grinder and cut it out, which is not that big of a deal because the push pins themselves are replaceable. But before I destroy any part, I always want to try 1 or 2 more times. Just to bring it back onto what I did, I ended up having to reinstall it onto the rotor to keep it steady. I used my crescent wrench to hold flush against the face so I'm not damaging too much of the caliper itself. Hold flush against the face of the part that was the tip of the push pin or the static pin, and hit onto the crescent wrench like so, which was enough to push it back enough for me to get the punch in and punch it the rest of the way out. So I was actually able to get that push pin out. It's just a little bit corroded with a lot of the brake dust on it. You have to anticipate these kind of problems when you're working on cars. I mean, bolts rust, everything gets tar on the underside, things will happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up the calipers, throw your brake pads on the inside of them. These are the old brake pads. And again, they do make part-specific tools for caliper compressions, but my personal opinion is nothing works like a good 8-inch C-clamp, because you can spend an upwards of $50 to $75 on a tool and they'll promise you a lifetime warranty, which is great, but I spent about $10 on this 8-inch C-clamp and I've had it probably about 15 years, so I don't really need the lifetime warranty. Anyways, what I do is I go inside, clamp one on the side of the pad, one on the outside of the caliper. And then all you do is you just twist that C-clamp tight to get those pistons to collapse back inside of that caliper. For single piston systems, you only have to do it to the one side. For systems like this is a 4-piston system, so I got to do it to the front side and to the rear side. I had already done it to the rear side before we cut the video back on, but I could take and use the same pad, flip it to the far side, slide it in there, same scenario. We'll clap in the center of the pad and the back of the nut, which holds your brake line on. Okay, you don't want to clamp on the line itself, but you can clamp onto the back of the nut.
What? And you need to now!